We're going to get 2 angels next turn and 8 life. How does that feel? Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Doesn't that feel good, guys? That's going to feel good. Yeah, let's go. Anyway, what we're doing with this deck is we're trying to get this -2 to pop off, but we've also got a bunch of tokens and stuff, so the +1 isn't terrible. And if we ever get to the -6, there's a lot of graveyard shenanigans in the format, so like that could matter. But there's a couple of really cool things we can do with Kaya. I've already mentioned Loth, and I am playing 3 copies of Loth in an Angels deck, which seems weird, but I just think it's a really powerful card to play with Kaya because you get 4 spiders. It's also a way to draw cards, which the deck doesn't have a lot of ways of doing, so we'll try Outlaw in here. But aside from that, Angels of all tribes, has a surprising number of things that work really well with Kaya, right? Like Emeria's Call. 4 flyers. It's good enough by itself, right? But then Rampage with Valkyries get you 2 4/4s plus the static ability of the enchantment. Firja's Retribution gets you 2 4/4s, and then the next turn you can tap those 2 4/4s to kill stuff. Having 2 4/4s to gain double strike is stupid. Like, it seems pretty stupid. So I think Firja's Retribution is kind of actually one of the more powerful things you can do with a Kaya on curve. So we're going to try that out. And then Starnheim Unleashed as well. This again in the Angels tribe, if you're able to foretell this and then get, 2 or 3 even, which it takes like 7 mana to do that. But, if you can cast Starnheim Unleashed for like X = 3, then you'll get, what, 6? 6 tokens? So it seems like an interesting thing to be doing. And even on curve, like if you foretell this on turn 2, and then honestly, even just on curve, right? You don't have to foretell it at all. Just Kaya into Starnheim Unleashed for the 4 mana cost. Get 2 angels. That's not bad. But later on, if you foretold it, you cast it for X = 2. That's only 5 mana. Only 5 mana. But you cast it for X = 2, you get 4 4/4s again. That seems really, really good. And then Sorin is in here. I want to try this card out. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if this card is right for this deck. But I want to try it out because it also goes pretty well on curve with a Kaya. You get two power flyers. Could be better, could be worse. But it's also another way of drawing cards. Deck needs that. Ultimate's sick, but we probably won't ever hit it. Aside from that, Righteous Valkyrie in the deck, because, Angels, want to gain some life. It seems pretty good. Blot Out the Sky, again, a card that I really want to try with Kaya. I kind of just want to try the card, period. I think in the late game, it's actually not terrible, but we'll see about that. But if we Blot Out the Sky for, again, like X = 3, that's a whole 5 mana. X = 3. That's a bunch of tokens. 6 tokens. So I'll try it out. Vanishing Verse is a good removal spell. Infernal Grasp is a good removal spell. Youthful Valkyrie is a good angel. Valorous Stance is a good removal spell. Or it could protect an angel. Or a really important creature, right? Like a Righteous Valkyrie. Fateful Absence, really good removal spell. Like we're really splitting removal spells here. 3 Vanishing Verse, Infernal Grasp, Valorous Stance, Fateful Absence. But the Orzhov deck has the ability to do that, so I want to try all these things out. Bloodchief's Thirst, another one of removal spell, and just kind of dipping and dabbing in different places. And then another card I want to try out that's brand new, Dread Fugue, which I haven't really talked about much during previous season, but I do think this card has the potential to be really, really good. Because whether you're on the draw or the play, you're going to take your opponent's 2-drop out of their hand, or maybe an important 1 or 2 mana spell, an Expressive Iteration or something. So that could be really good, but later in the game, it's just Coercion. It's just the spell Coercion from Visions. It's been reprinted a few times. Sort of the baseline, look at their hand, take a card, they lose it. And I think that might actually be kind of decent too in this format. Note that our deck doesn't have a whole lot of 3-drops. We have 7 3-drops where normally you'd see 8 to 10. So this is also kind of our 8th and 9th 3-drop in a way. And I think in this format, we're more able to get away with that. If they don't foretell the Alrund's Epiphany, that seems pretty good. But there's a ton of other things. Goldspan Dragon. There's a bunch of 3, 4, 5 mana plays that are really nice to be able to take out of the opponent's hand. So I'm just trying a couple of Dread Fugue in the deck. I'm not sure if this is right either, but I at least want to sort of try out this card. That's really what this deck is. This deck is one big tryout. Is Kaya what Angels of all things was looking for the entire time? Possibly. But that's the deck tech. We're going to roll into the arena in just a minute. We are still, in case you're not privy to this information yet, I purposefully tanked my rank over the last 2 months. I was, at the time, I was in like Platinum Tier 2, I think it was. I have been Mythic before, but I was at Platinum Tier 2 at the time, and it took me 2 months to tank it all the way down to Bronze 4. Last stream, we played the Thermo Alchemist deck and a Kessig Flamebreather, and we actually moved all the way up to Bronze 1. It's kind of impressive for that deck. But Tonight we're going to try and win some more games of ranked on our climb from bronze to mythic, but I'm only playing ladder on stream. I'm only laddering on stream, which means that we're going to take some pretty janky stuff onto the ladder this season on these streams. So if you haven't followed or subscribed, that'd be awesome, but you don't have to. I'm just glad that you're here. All right, hand looks good, right? Yeah, hand looks fine. Let's take it. Terrible soda. It's so bad. I feel like Mountain Dew must be addictive. Oh, I should have gone. I'm just thinking about like the next thing I was going to say about Mountain Dew. Hey, never punished. Never ever punished. Nice. Should I? Nah, we'll do this. But I feel like Mountain Dew isn't actually very good. It must be addictive because I keep drinking it. Dina. Oh, you're awesome. We can, man, again, never punished. I was like, we can't Vanishing Verse that. We draw an Infernal Grasp. Sexy stuff. Sexy stuff. Well, it's probably the right thing to do to keep mana open here, but I also want to be super greedy and foretell this Starnheim Unleashed, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to pop in. Because next turn we'll just probably play the Starnheim Unleashed if we don't draw something better. We may. I don't want to keep mana open here to blow stuff up. This Dina can't sit around for too long, or they'll do cool stuff with it. And like I like doing cool stuff with Dina, but just don't do it to me, you know. Oh, Callous Blood Mage, nice. I like this card. I've been looking at this card a lot lately. Oh, tough to say. You didn't know before you played the card. Like, there's a lot of good options. I can't blame you. Starnheim Unleashed, baby. It's just 1/4/4, but I'll take it. Come on in. Pop them. This seems like a pretty normal game of Magic so far. Oh, Dimagoth Titan. Kind of hurts a little bit. Well, I should kill that before they contend the pests it. Man, they play a lot of multicolored threats, don't they? Really not making Vanishing Verse look super great right now. But hey, they paid 4 mana. I paid 4 mana. Everything seems fine. Wrenn in 7, now that I've played my Bloodchief's Thirst. Oh, Binding. Okay. Take out the 4/4. Swing in. Good turn. This is Magic. We are playing Magic the Gathering, aren't we? It's nice. Hey, thanks for the land, Rampage of the Valkyries. This is how Magic cards are played. Let's get in. This feels like playing a game of Magic in 1998. I'll play some creatures. I'll remove them. Cool. I'll play some creatures. Oh, I'll remove those. We'll go attack. It's good. This is Magic. Here comes another Titan. Yikes. We didn't draw a blocker. That kind of sucks, but opponent on 3 cards over there. You know, I could take a shot in the mouth from this Dimagoth Titan. I could do that. It's not a big deal. I mean, what are they going to tend the pests? And it's like, who cares? Probably. Yeah. Just you. You don't have... Yeah, just making sure. It's like, you don't have, like, vigilance. I know you don't. Just always check, because, like, the one time you don't check is going to be the one time, like, oh, the guy does have vigilance. I should have attacked. Car would be sick with vigilance, wouldn't it, actually? Sorry, Youthful Valkyrie. You can be that good. Alright, what's our opponent doing now? Sedgemoor Witch. Cool. Good Magic card. Good card. Yeah. Oh, what are you going to rebirth for? Ooh, this is neat. This is cool. Oh, isn't it sacrifice a dude? Choose target creature when the creature dies this turn. Search your library. Oh, it has to die first. You're going to sack it to the Titan, so... Right? You're going to do that, I assume? Yeah. Cool. What are you going to get? Gelatinous Cube. That would be sick, wouldn't it? Tapped Eye Twitch. Did you know the creature came into play tapped? Were you aware that the creature came into play tapped? All right, so let's block, I guess. Do we? Hold on. We take 12. Yeah, I'll no blocks that. It's like we'll go to 3, and there's just no way they can do anything, right? So cool. Do I Vanishing Verse something on my way out here? We can't Vanishing Verse the Sedgemoor Witch because we just die to it. Oh yeah. Just go and probably win, right? Really thinking about it way too much. I should have good game the opponent. Again, God, that felt like a game of Magic from the late 90s. Like, that's, in case you're like watching on YouTube or you're wondering in the stream, like, one of the reasons that I did that I kind of sat around and waited and thought about some stuff that like seemed kind of obvious is because like that's Magic now, right? Like, like what trick? What is the trick? What is the trick? And like we're just playing normal Magic. Could be worse, I suppose. It does kind of suck that they go first. Wow, 3 swamps, draw a swamp. Nice. I'll take it. Yeah, Ranger class put a lot of creatures on board in that game. I think that may have been the big issue there. It's Valkyrie. Valkyrie into a Starnheim is, you know, awkward. It's hard to tell which one you want to do on turn 2. They're going to Circle of Confinement the youthful Valkyrie. Land. Okay. Come on, deck. Land. Lands. Foretell. Let's go. 6 out of the first 10 cards are lands, so let's try and stop drawing those now. It's a Kaya. Okay, but we can't do what I want to do with it yet. So let's go Bing, Bong, cast Sorin. Get a lifelinker. I imagine that they will Brutal Cathar this and then kill the Sorin. That's the worst thing that could happen, so we'll see if it happens. Murphy's Law and all that. I'm going to take a look at Sorin real quick. Borrowed Time the Sorin, or the token. Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do. You borrow time the token, you kill the Sorin, and you have a good time. You're having a great time over there. That's good. You have fun playing Magic. I guess we'll Rampage. I think that's the right play here. Next turn I'll Firjas. I'm just playing around the... Just never play the Gaia. What my plan actually is to go ahead and get a board set up if we possibly can with Retribution and Rampage. Then drop the Kaya, and then -2 the Kaya Starnheim Unleashed. So, of course, we can make this a 5/5 next turn. That could be somewhat relevant. I'm still worried about Brutal Cathar, but we know they run Borrowed Time in their deck, which is interesting. I mean, maybe they don't have the rare wild cards, and they don't have Brutal Cathar, they don't have Skyclave Apparition, so they're running Borrowed Time. It's not a terrible card. Or maybe they've just been burned too many times, you know? Like, instant speed removal, another Borrowed Time. Nice. Very nice. That way our Angel does not die, by the way, so it doesn't trigger Rampage. Opponent has all the right cards right now. It's Firjas. Sega, you got some more? You got some more stuff over there to do? Mono white with 5 cards left in their hand on like turn 7. It never happens. Now look at Retribution. It's like, oh no, if I can't kill this Angel, it kills my dog. Are you serious? Oh, mono white. You're always a laugh, aren't you? We actually go first, but we're on well, I guess it's a 2-lander, but I think we have to ship that as much as I don't want to. This is much better. Let's keep 6. I think we ship the Emeria's Call here. Yeah. It was the 4th land, but whatever, I guess. Might actually need that. I don't know what else I would have put back, so. Hey, we have this decision again. Valkyrie or Starnheim? I like Valkyrie. Let's go ahead and get our black source. We need another. But we don't need it till turn 5, so maybe it's okay. Green-black over there. Prosperous Innkeeper comes down. Hey, we got our call back, so sweet. Do I actually want to play you? Yeah, I think I'm going to play Call as a land here, tapped. And then just go ahead and foretell the Starnheim Unleashed. No attacks yet. There's no reason to. We get in for one. Opponent gets in for one. Oh, you're playing mulch? Dope. What you got? Binding the Old Gods, Cultivator Colossus. Looking good. You're going to reanimate the Colossus, drop a bunch of lands, draw a billion cards, feel good about yourself? Because that will be nice. I will give you a nice for that. Prosperous NQ. They're ramping, baby. They are ramping. Okay, so if they play a 5-mana reanimation spell next turn, play this with like lifelink, let's go. That would be very sexy. I would be quite turned on by that turn of events. Especially if we just draw like a Vanishing Burst. That'd be ideal. But let's get in. Trying to remember the reanimation spell that gives the thing a lifelink counter. Is it still in standard? I think so. I know we've got, what is it? Return Upon the Tide is in standard. They can foretell that and it costs 4. But you can just cast it for 5, so they could be doing that. Diregraph Rebirth. Oh my god, it's this. That is sick! Dude, that is actually super sick. I love you. I'm going to give you a nice for that, baby. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. That's so awesome. I'm going to get in with Vigilance here. Just with this one guy, though, because I want to kill both these Innkeepers. Bing. And, of course, Bong as well. To kill both Innkeepers with the Retribution ability. In the turn. Mana's looking pretty. If we get one more mana, we can do a lot of cool stuff. But I can't wait for the opponent to do, like, some nasty garbage. Yeah, you get that Cultivator Colossus. Yeah! Amazing. Oh, you didn't have any lands to drop? Oh. Didn't have any lands to drop. I'll give you a nice. What else you got in here anyway? Just Innkeepers? Oh, that's not bad. I guess I did that for you in a way. Well, we didn't draw the other land. But that's alright. Oh, it's not alright. Nothing is okay, actually. That's great. I'm going to go ahead and Starnheim Unleashed for 1. Not the best way to do that, but whatevs. Let's just get in all the damage that we possibly can. And win the game. Because sometimes you forget that your angels have double strike. That's fine, right? We get a Dread Fugue turn 1, see how that works out? Let me see your hand, bud. Let me see your hand. Lemongrass. I played against you a bunch of times. I know you. They're doing the Abzan Kaya thing that I showed you at the beginning of the stream. What did I tell you? This is powerful. They're doing this. I guess we wanted... Well... 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I guess maybe we can just get the verse next turn. We got nothing else to do. The problem with this hand is we don't do anything for the first few turns aside from Dread Fugue, but that might be good enough. Although I may not cast the Dread Fugue this turn. I might just hold on to the mana. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a good reason to do that. All right, so the question is, do we get the Kaya or the Chariot or the Wrenn 7 with the 3-mana Dread Fugue that we cast next turn? If I have to, I'll Emeria's Call for it, but luckily I do not. I'm the luckiest man alive. What is the best card in their hand right now? You know, they grasp the Valkyrie. That's whatever. They were going to do that regardless, weren't they? Against us, Wrenn 7 is pretty good, isn't it? I also don't know if I want to let them... Okay, so if we let them Kaya... If we let them Kaya, then they +1 it, and then they -2 into Chariot on the next turn. So, like, we have to take one of these two cards, or we're just going to get blown out. I think... Here's my thought process. We take the Kaya now, We let him resolve the Chariot, and we just try to go over it with like Firja's Retribution, possibly Emeria's Call if we have to, other angels. And then we save the Vanishing Verse for the Wrenn in 7, but the problem there is that they'll get the token. And the token is just really good against us. So this is going to be tough, but I think we actually take the Kaya here. The Wrenn in 7 looks like the right play, but again, we cannot let them get this value, and it looks like we will if we don't take one of these two cards. So I'm going to take Kaya. We got an absence. It's totally fine. Never punished. Luckiest man. I guess that'll do, you know. They'll get 2 cats and a token out of the steal. I'm actually thinking about Retribution, or not Retribution, absencing the token. Yeah, we can absence the token next turn and then get in on the Wrenn in 7, and that should be fine. So, I think we did play this correct. I think this was the right way to play this. It depends on what's in their hand, but I think this is probably still correct. Even if they kill the angel, I mean, they'll get some damage in on us for a couple of turns, but even if they kill this angel, we'll just Fateful Absence the token, and then next turn we'll cast Retribution. Why do you have another one? Why do you have an... Okay, I knew that you had that card. For a second, I thought that you had another Chariot. For a second, I thought it was a Chariot, but it's not. Okay, so we just... Bing, bang. Fateful Absence that. Get in. They gave us a nice. Thanks. And then attack the Wrenn in 7. Okay. Okay. Well, we survived. We survived the best stuff, but they still have 3 cards in their hand. We don't know what they are. So, Prosperous Innkeeper. Okay, so they probably don't have any real juice in their hand. Although they might have. Yeah. Yep. Another Chariot. That kind of sucks. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I guess at this point we race, right? This angel has double strike this turn. I'm wondering if Kaya was the right choice, but I think they can just get in on the Kaya. But maybe Kaya helps us win the race, right? You know? But our opponent's just about out of cards. They want to draw. Still have 5 open. That's enough. It's enough mana to do stuff. So... what we really want to do is draw a mana. We'd like to draw an untapped land next turn. Oh, neat. Okay, Concealing Curtains. They're going to go ahead and flip it. Probably take... I wonder if they take the Kaya, because they love Kaya. Maybe they value it highly. But they also know we have to draw a land to play the Rampage, so it might be best to take the Kaya. But we drew the land, so, you know. Whoops. It'll work out. I think we let Chariot in. We block any cats that come through. No cats are coming through. Well, we certainly let Chariot go. Righteous Valkyrie is a thinker, isn't it? Is a thinker. All right, so we can kill stuff this turn with our angels if we want to. Let's put them at 6. I think Rampage is the way to go. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely kill Concealing Curtains. Gonna do that. Now, our opponent has 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Or actually, yeah, it's basically the same, right? It's 4, it's 8, 9, 10. They have 10. They have 10, 11 on board. So they can't kill us with that. Coming with Chariot. This is going to look weird, but our opponent doesn't have lethal on board, and they don't even look to have necessarily close enough to lethal for it to matter. If they do Blizzard Brawl or something, you know, one of our angels away next turn, they still have to sacrifice something. So they actually have less damage on the board than it looks like. I'm going to kill the Prosperous Innkeeper. This way, even if they somehow play multiple creatures next turn, they can't go to a life total that exceeds 8, right? So we do get a double strike on our angels next turn, by the way. So even if we just have one angel left, we should win the game. Dread Fugue to take the Valkyrie. Don't care. They give us the old good game. Thanks, Lemongrass. That was a good game, wasn't it? That was a very good game. Coming on in with everything. Yeah. I'm going to block the nothing. I'm going to block this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, sure. We draw land. Finally. It doesn't matter. But it's nice that, you know, we've drawn lands 2 turns in a row, and it didn't matter. All right, so what's going on? We go first again. That never happens. Because we have a series of snarls. No basics. 13 basics in the deck. By the way, I think we're only running 2 snarls, and we drew both of them. This hand is okay against aggro and not great against much else, but I'll try it out. Funky matches tonight. We have gotten some mono green. That Abzan deck is probably somewhat powerful. It's all the stuff I was saying you should do with Kaya before the stream started. So. Maybe we gave our opponent an idea, you know? They saw that we had Kaya and Firja's Retribution and like Rampage. They're like, ah, okay. I can see where this could work. It's in the turn. Let iTwitch do its thing. Yeah, come on in, buddy. Give us a poke. Oh, black-white. Okay, I can respect an Orzhov gamer. Loth. Still not a whole lot to do in the early turns here. Let's play Bright Climb on black. Why not? We have a Plains, so we'll just play it next turn. But I'm keeping the Plains in case we draw another Snarl, which we won't do because there's only 2, but it's an ingrained habit. I can't not do that. Is this deck good? It's been so far. Pretty cool. We lost a game to mono green, but we did draw like 6 lands almost in a row. So that did happen. It was a good game though. Oh yeah, Felstinger, you're so good. Yay, dude! Look at Felstinger doing work. You love to see it. Let's go ahead and kill their Stinger, and we'll just all take 2. Everyone will take 2. So I'm sure they'll take the 2. They'll draw the cards, you know. I was trying to give them a chance to not exploit there, but they went ahead and did it. Because they're smart. They're good gamers. Well, let's go ahead and start playing our cards. Let's Firja's Retribution. If I absolutely have to take 3 next turn, I will. Don't wanna, but will. I actually wouldn't mind saving the Emeria's call. Bloodchief's Thirst on a token. That's how you do it, bud. Such a gamer. Such a good gamer. What a Magic the Gathering player you are. So is this just Blood on the Snow? Is this just the old Blood on the Snow deck? Plays that card. Bam! Taking lumps. Let's make a couple of Speedas. Yeah, what are you going to do? We play Planeswalkers too. What are you going to do? They play Sorin. Well, I guess we get to see if Sorin's decent in this deck. Should be, right? They draw. They get a... wow, Fateful Absence. Very nice. Very nice, my guy. Could blot out the sky for 3, but we're probably walking into a Blood on the Snow, aren't we, if we do that? Bit of a decision point this turn. So if we Do this. We have no mana left to do anything, but if we foretell it, we have 3 mana left, and that's plenty to do stuff. I think we draw first here, because we're going to do that this turn. It's a land. We play said land. Very nice. So now we have 2 mana left, which means we can do all kinds of stuff. Or we have 4 mana left, which also means we can do all kinds of stuff. So. I think I'd like to go ahead and Vanishing Verse this before they untap and get to do stuff with it. Get in. Foretell. And I think we're looking okay. If we have to blow up a creature land, we will. That's going to feel really good. But I get the idea that that won't happen. They'll probably absence the Loth. Yeah, they do. Okay, so now we can use this mana to draw a card. Unless they play something else. I don't think they have the mana to, though. Yeah. I was going to say they could play another Sorin, but they don't have that mana. So let's draw. That feels good. It's First Retribution. Into a... Ooh, that's a choice, isn't it? That is a choice. We actually have tons of options this turn. I think that what I want to do is try to coax a sweeper. So that means playing like Sorin. I think that Sorin's probably the best play this turn, and there's a few reasons for that. First, Retribution, they probably sweep, right? Sorin, if we make a creature and they sweep, then, and obviously, you know, Starnheim Unleashed and Blot Out the Sky, we play those, they just sweep. Sorin, if they play a sweeper, we still have a Planeswalker on the table, and I think that's pretty good. We could maybe keep them off of sweeping, even, by just drawing a card with Sorin and holding up Fateful Absence, which is also an idea. Sorin's on the table. Do I want the creature or do I want the card? I don't think I want a Dark Confidant myself right now. I don't think. It's like I like the cards in my hand. And then hold up. Okay, Skyclave. It can't hit anything. Well, yeah, it can hit the Sorin. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's actually really good. For us. Right? Shambling Gas. That's not great. Well, let's get a 4/4. I can kill both of our spiders this turn. If we attack with them, obviously. But it's the best thing to do, I think. I'm just going to kill one of our spiders. Not take a billion damage. Seems better. They made a treasure. They have a sweep. They have a sweep, so it's probably not a good idea to play pretty much anything in our hand. Screw that. Actually, we make 3 angels, 5 ink tokens. That will force a sweeper out of them, and then they probably won't have any mana to do any of this other stuff. And then we just play Starnheim Unleashed, make 3 angels, and force a sweeper again. Like, make them have these things, right? Make them have these cards. If they don't have the sweeper, they're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, they have it. Okay. But do you have another? And you may even need another. Okay, is this better? Okay, so we can make 2 angels this way. It's the same thing because of their life total, right? Now, let's hold the creature in our hand. Let's just have as many creatures in our hand as possible. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can make 3 angels. Let's make them have another one. I do have a bunch of cards. Loth. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. They say go, we win the game. Okay. Let's kill you. And good game. Yeah, good game, opponent. It truly was. Man, oh, that was a slight nail biter there for just a second. Let's try this hand. This hand doesn't look bad. Let's see what Fear Scythe is doing over here. This may be our last game already. We had a couple of really good games tonight, though. But like I said earlier, I'm trying to keep it at a hard 2 hours tonight. Play that, say go. Wish we'd have had a Dread Fugue in our opening hand. Here comes an Elysian Carry added. Eye roll. Let's play the Snarl. We sure do have enough basic lands. Serena's made sure of that. Our curve's looking okay, though. But our opponent appears to be ramping, so I don't know if we can just ignore whatever they're doing. I doubt it. Right. Or maybe we can. That's a lot of ramp. That is a ton of ramp. Uh-oh. The second Righteous Valkyrie usually doesn't feel as good as the first one, but it might here if we don't have a good thing in our 4-drop slot. If we don't, Righteous Valkyrie, Rampage of the Valkyries will feel really good. Here comes a Toski. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Toski. All right, they draw. They hit us for 2 with their Weaver of Blossoms. Well, we did get something on 4, so I think I should go ahead and... Well, Actually, is it possible to just completely body them with Starnheim Unleashed later? Probably, right? Probably. Setting it up. I'm setting it up, dude. I don't care. I don't know if we'll have a good chance to, you know, foretell a Starnheim this turn or this game. It looks like I have better things to do. Ooh, Tovalar's Huntmaster. Ooh. Opponent doing all the curving out. Did I miss something? Did you have a treasure or you tapped this? Okay, I thought that this was attacking just now. All right, they have to attack with Toski. We block. Cave of the Frost Dragon. Poop. That is kind of poop, but we'll Rampage. That'll get us a billion life. We get a huge Anthem on all of our guys. We'll kill them. So, you know, good game, opponent. Sweet. Nice little mono green deck there, my guy. Sorry, that didn't last longer. I apologize. We go first, and we can Shine Shadow Snarl. Not like it matters, but we can. Man, Orzhov has a whole lot of lands that if you have like a gap between your teeth, they will make you whistle when you pronounce them. Shine Shadow Snarl. Shattered Shanktum. What else is there here? Is there any play I'm missing? No. Okay, so we just play that on black. Sega. Just felt like there was a 2-drop and I was missing it. Which would be like the literal most embarrassing thing that could happen to you as a streamer. So. Do I play Geist Hunter here? Let's try it. That's why we're here, right? We're here to do this. But if I Righteous Valkyrie first, I set it up like so well. And they can't attack into the Valkyrie. But then I'll just want to Firja's Retribution next turn, won't I? Won't I? Let's try this. Yeah, the alliteration in recent sets it's a lot. It's a lot. They know that we like alliteration, but you can overdo it. They don't come in. They make it nighttime. Okay. If I play Kaya, I do nothing. Well, that's not true. That's not true. We can play Kaya and still Dread Fugue, and that might not be terrible. What you got? You got a Blizzard Brawl or something? You let us get that? Yep, they do. Yay. They also have an Outland Liberator. Hey, and we cast 2 turns, or 2 spells, so it's day. Ha ha! What a turn! Alright. Oh, they're playing this guy, Volatile Arsonist. This guy's cool. We're going to get 2 Angels next turn and 8 life. How does that feel? Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Doesn't that feel good, guys? That's going to feel good. Yeah, let's go. Let's tokens. Let's Retribution. Ba-bam. Let's get our 8 life. Let's get our 2/4/4 flyers. Let's get our life. Let's go. Let's get our boost from Valkyrie. We are living the high life, guys. Yes, what do you do about that, monster? What do you do about that? That's okay. That'll be the last game of the night.